in the panel today, you were talking about how you really wanted to bring the makeup-loving girl
Yes.
with intelligence. So,
Yes.
as part of your character, who's in college, and we really in the pilot saw the Greek life part. Are we going to see the academic part
Yes.
this season?
Yes, you will. We're kind of getting more into that now. I can't give away too much, but yeah, I think the thing about Maggie is she's also sort of like finding her tribe. Like, maybe Greek life isn't completely for her. We're still sort of exploring that. But she's still young and she's still navigating and figuring things out, and I'm really having fun with that. I think it's like real. Like sometimes you don't know what you're gonna do. I mean, I certainly didn't for a while, and found myself here.
Good place to find yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful. But yeah, I think that Maggie will be a very relatable character, and like I said, we want to make her very multifaceted.
And in the pilot, we saw a lot of references to modern like Twitter DM and
Yes.
like different Mel was talking about like living and all that.
Yes.
How are you guys trying to take today's situations and still keep the essence of the original show?
Well, I think we definitely want to keep the original intact and pay respect to them. And there's a lot from the original that remains, if not the same, then similar. Obviously, we're playing different characters, but we're also in a very different time, and I think it's the perfect time to do a show like this. It's kind of a cathartic thing to be doing, to be speaking on such troubling issues. And so I think our show will reflect the magic and the sisterhood of the original, while bringing in like the reality of the political climate that we're living in.
Talk to me a little bit about the relationship between you and Mel, because before your mother died, you guys were like kind of at odds instantly.
Yeah.
You guys had to like bond together.
Yeah, I think Mel and Maggie have always been close. They grew up together, unlike Macy and the sisters. And they definitely, I think the thing I enjoy a lot about the show is it's a very real sister dynamic. You'll see them butt heads, but you also see that they love each other unconditionally. And I think like the mother's death is something that kind of tears them apart but brings them together at the same time. Maggie is a person who, I think if she thinks about it or obsesses about it too much, she'll just crumble. And Mel is very insistent on finding out what happened. So you kind of see their different ideas colliding, and yeah, I think I'm hoping that we hit a home run with like the family dynamic of it all.
On the point of like feeling too much, you probably have the most intrusive power out of all
I would
of
say
us.
intrusive is a perfect word.
And we don't really get into it because obviously with the pilot, but are we going to kind of see her deal with having to, like how to touch someone or how to handle someone else's thoughts that you don't want to know, or type things like that?
Definitely. That's been definitely a through line for my character. And I hope we can do more with it. It's very interesting, like in terms of being able to control what you hear and when you want to hear something and when you don't want to hear something and what you do with that information. Because it definitely has shown up, as you'll see in following episodes, in very inopportune times, which can be quite humorous but also kind of devastating for her. I mean, I've sort of been, what would it be like to actually be able to read minds? And it kind of seems like it would be kind of shit. But on the opposite hand, it does have pros as well.
Will we see the dynamic between you and your mother in later episodes?
Without revealing too much, yes, there will be information that gets sort of told, revealed, if you will. Yes. No spoilers, I'm trying to like...
I like the cast this time around is more diverse than last time. And so kind of on that idea, I wondered if there'd be any like different cultures magic brought in, or if it's just gonna stick with the traditional lore.
That is something we really want to explore. I think the writers want to explore it, and Jenny Erman has talked about that a lot. And I think why not? Like, we have an incredible platform. Why don't we just show every sort of facet of the world that we can? And magic definitely looks different from culture to culture. I'm still learning about it. So I think it'd be really incredible to show how it looks different in different parts of the world.
So what's been the most challenging and also the most rewarding?
I think in terms of challenges, I won't lie, the hours, like, I'm new to being a series, like a lead, so it's been sort of adjusting to how much we're working, and then also the technicality of having magic in a show, working with our VisFX team and trusting that they will put it into post and it'll look good, and sort of reacting to something that's not there. That's been kind of a learning curve, but we'll get used to it, hopefully.
Was today the first time that you saw how the powers came together?
No, I have seen the pilot a couple times. However, we did reshoots on the last, like one of the last scenes, the fight sequence with the demon, and that got redone. And I sort of got to sneak a peek at it just now, but I didn't really quite see it, so I'm excited to see what that looks like.
Now, dealing with a lot of special effects, is that challenging as an actor to bring your best performance?
Yeah, I think it is kind of challenging. I'm still sort of just trusting our directors and everything to tell us if it looks janky or if it looks good, or what. But yeah, because I want it to be an authentic reaction. But of course, I don't know what it means to have like ice picks flying at you and reading minds and everything. So just using my imagination as an actress.
So what does that look like then? Are you kind of like waving that little tennis ball and you have to like
They come in with all sorts of different tools. I don't have any idea how any of it works. It seems very advanced. But they'll come in with these like shiny balls. I don't know what they do. They like take 360 videos to, I guess, get room tone. I don't know. It's pretty wild.
Just one more question, guys.
I had.
All set.
Sorry, I had mentioned, or you had mentioned, not me, that it was your first time as a series lead.
Yeah.
What has that meant for you so far?
Oh, it's been really amazing. I mean, I've been number one on the call sheet for a couple movies, but you know that that's sort of like a short run. Whereas with a series, it's kind of, you don't know the longevity of it, and it's been really a treat to be able to step into a lead position, because it's I'm very used to playing the sidekick or the friend. So the few opportunities that I've had to be a lead have been really special, and I think it's important to see every different kind of person in a leading position and to see yourself represented.